got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, starting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, you big disgrace. I'm biting on face when I get to your place. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you. Buddy, you're an old man, poor man, pleading with your eyes, gonna make you some peace someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace. Somebody better put you back into your place. We will rock you. Sing it. We will rock you. Come on, everybody. We will rock you. We will rock you. All right. everything that goes with it. I thank you, oh, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge for the whole human race, and I ain't gonna live. We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting till the end, 'cause we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. All right, phones out, let's go. Come on and sing na 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 na. Hey Jude, hey Jude, hey Jude, one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all of ours, most favorite, special lady on chamber, Miss April Brand.
How's everybody doing today? Am I on? Am I on? Check one, two, check one, two. You can see, am I on? Check one, two. There we are. How's everybody doing today? Did you love the band? Thank you so much, Southside Worship. This was fan-freaking-tastic. Oh my gosh, y'all. They make me tired, and that's kind of crazy. I am so grateful. This is my absolute favorite thing that we do every year. I want to thank all of you to start for taking the time. I know it is inconvenient for you to get up early and come here. I know it is inconvenient to wait to get in here. I know it is inconvenient for you to delay getting to your business this morning because you're chomping at the bit. But it is so important in business and in life that we take time to marinate in the moment, to celebrate the now, to celebrate what we have collectively here as a community and as a chamber. And I'm honored to get to host each of you to do that today. So, fantastic band. How's the food? We great? Y'all, the butcher shop levels up every single time, and I cannot thank Amy, David, and their entire team for all that they do. Guys, we're gonna open up the way that we do here in the Robbins region, and that's with a word of prayer. I'm gonna ask Pastor Matt Walls to come forward and lead us.
Gather together and celebrate representing our wonderful community and all the work they do to make this an incredible place to live. Bless this time together as we celebrate the people who've made such a difference this year. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you to Southside for always making this a memorable experience. They level it up every single year, and I am so excited to have our continued partnership. So all of this would not be possible without our amazing sponsors. So I'm going to take just a second and thank all of them. Of course, everybody knows our presenting sponsor for the annual meeting and awards is none other than our favorite Critter Fixer country vets, Dr. Hodges and Dr. Terrence Ferguson. Gosh, I was getting your first name, not your last name. Thank you, Critter Fixers Veterinary Hospital. Our Pinnacle Awards annually, which honor and recognize the outstanding businesses in our community, are sponsored by Cox Business. Our Rockstar Awards, which many of you are here to celebrate, AF Realty Group, we want to thank them. Our Jingle Mingle, so the jazz band, the coffee, the hot chocolate, all of the networking outside was provided to you by Truist, and I can't thank my friends at the Houston County High School enough for sending them over to entertain us and delight us with Sounds of the Season. And the fantastic Sounds of the Season you heard right here. We went into rock season. We are beyond holiday season. It is season 2 rock, was sponsored by Central Georgia Technical College. And then our Silver Bell sponsors are Grigger's Wealth Management and Parish Construction Group. Help me welcome them and thank them for all that they've done to support this. As I mentioned, you guys are in for a treat, and as I look around the room, this room is filled with VIPs. It is filled with volunteers, investors, and partners, elected leaders, community officials, our development partners, our members, our investors, others who help make this region so strong. I've got my sister chamber here. She's the other one in the red velvet, Jessica Walden with the Greater Macon Chamber of Commerce, our leadership from Robins Air Force Base, so many that I can't thank everybody by name, but thank you for being here. We also have another special group that I do want to pull the house lights up real quick if I can, and I didn't tell Zach I was going to do this, but if you are a former chairman of the Robins Regional Chamber Board, would you stand real quick and let us recognize you? Don't be shy. There's like 10 of y'all here. And then remain standing. If you have ever served on the Robins Regional Chamber Board, would you please stand? So I want to make a special point to thank you guys for the foundation and legacy of leadership that you have laid that led us to this place that our chamber and our community are in today. So the purpose of today's event is for connection, inspiration, and recognition. As we highlight some of the successes of 2022, announce our Pinnacle Award winners, name our rock stars, and celebrate our awesome leadership graduates. We will also take a moment to recognize our outgoing and incoming board members and share our priorities for 2023. Okay, but before we move on with our formal program, I have just been informed that we have a change in our schedule. So, here to present the Charlie L. Jones Lifetime Achievement Award is the president of the, even better, the president of Central Georgia Technical College, Dr. Ivan Allen.
Well, good morning, my friends. First thing I'd like to do is to recognize, I'm gonna lose this microphone if I'm not careful, to recognize April Bragg and her leadership. She called out everybody else's name, but only April Bragg can put together a program like this. Let's give her a hand. All right, my friends, you understand you are living, working, and playing in one of the fastest growing communities in the United States of America. We live in the 8th largest state in our union, and you are in the county that has experienced incredible growth over the last couple of decades. In fact, it goes back further than that. The only way that you can have that growth is to have a steady hand at the wheel, leading, guiding, massaging that growth. Houston County has no greater advocate for the businesses that are here than the person that I am about to recognize. He is as bold as a lion in his advocacy for business and for education. I can tell you personally, we sat together many times and talked about the future of this county. We've sat together many times and made deal after deal to be sure that the infrastructure exists, both the physical infrastructure and, yes, my friends, even the spiritual infrastructure exists so that this county can continue to shine like the star that it is. And for as much as this gentleman is as bold as a lion, he'll get me later for saying this, he's as gentle as a kitten. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Right before Thanksgiving, I was at my home on the Tuesday evening before Thanksgiving. And I get a call from this gentleman saying, there is this young man. I've never met the young man, but it's my understanding he is in a county to our south, and he is in trouble. You see, you misunderstand. He was born to a mother who was in prison and a father who is serving a life sentence. And he said, Ivan, I need you to promise me that you're going to help this young man. Now that's leadership. That is a spirit of leadership. That is a heart for others. And many of us have done business with this leader, and we've walked out of the room knowing he can have a tough conversation. Believe me, I've had many tough conversations with him over the past couple of decades. But my friends, we don't have a greater advocate in this county, in this region, than Tommy Stonecker, the chairman of our county commission. And it gives me great pleasure to stand before you today for just a few minutes and say, he is my friend, he is a champion, although not the Freddie Mercury. They sang that before I thought of that, but he is a champion for this community. And he has done more than most of us will ever know, not just in Houston County, but all over Georgia. But he did it because he wanted to be sure every business could thrive, every kid could have a fair shot, every neighborhood could grow. He did it because he loves Houston County. My friends, please put your hands together for the Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. After 50 years of service to our county, he is retiring, and here he is today in our midst. Let's call him to this stage, Tommy Stonecker, the chairman.
Here's David. All right, go ahead.
Good morning, and it'll be short and sweet. I know it's a tight schedule. I want to echo what Dr. Allen has said about April in the chamber, but I want to tell you, I know all of you are excited every morning when that alarm clock goes off, and you go to cut that clock off, and you go, And then when you get to the breakfast table and you're having breakfast, and you cut your cell phone on, and all these messages start popping up, and one of them's from April Bragg, says, oh my God, you need to do everything humanly possible to be here today. So I changed my schedule, and I said, I will be there, because when April Bragg calls you, you better come, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you.
All right, that was definitely worthwhile. And I think that text was sent at like 4:21 this morning. So I really do apologize. And I'm glad your phone was not on at that point. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up, get excited, get hyped for the man of the hour, our 2022 Chamber Board Chairman, Mr. David Danzy.
Hello. You know what? Let me just say this. First of all, welcome. It's really messed up that y'all got me coming behind April Bragg, Dr. Ivan Allen, and Chairman Stoniker. And I've got to follow that. But anyway, we're here now, so I'm gonna do my best. But I want to welcome everyone. This is a great event. We thank all of y'all for coming out. And over 425 people here today. That's a testament, yeah. Testament to how much you value the chamber, and so we appreciate that. They give me a few minutes to give you a reflection of my year in 2022. I only wrote about 8 pages, so it should be short and brief. But, you know, when I think back, I'm both proud and satisfied with our accomplishments as the Robbins Regional Chamber. You know, as we embarked on this year, the board and the staff and I were both anxious and excited about the possibilities of coming out of the pandemic. I know we're tired of hearing that word, but we got to bring it up one more time. You know, we were eager to reestablish some of those physical contacts that we had missed out on, but also we wanted to continue to embrace all the new innovative ideas and shiny new things that we had implemented in those 2.5 years since then. I'm proud of the work we've done as a catalyst for business growth. The Chamber diligently works to identify most challenging issues facing our members in the community, like workforce housing and business-friendly regulations and policies. And then we take action, and we take action for you. We continue to serve as a convener of leaders and influencers through such great programs as Eggs and Issues. That series, now listen, for those of you who come, I'm not about to tell a dad joke. If you know what I'm talking about. Boss Food Pros, they hold a special near and dear place in my heart. I love you guys. And our live candidate forums and elected official engagement. We are a champion for a stronger community through Livability, Robbins Region. C Robbins, as you'll see on your swag that you'll get. Governmental affairs programs, our Georgia Chamber Hub Council, Robbins Leads, Military Affairs, Education Foundation, which by the way funds our youth and adult leadership programs, school outreach, and our STEM initiatives. And then finally, we are the glue. We're the connector of people and places and resources. And as a connector, we provide programs such as the event you're all experiencing right now. Do you like this event? We do such things like Robbins to Go, which was an innovative creation that was born out of the pandemic, which continues to receive both local and national honors and praise. The SOAR campaign, of which, for all those who participated, know that I was the leader of that campaign. Thank you. Yes, I won. And Boss Online and groups, and the great work we've done with Robbins Work Job Fairs, which certainly continues to be an issue that we face in our community. I want to thank all of you for your support this year, and I especially want to take just a brief moment to thank Arlie and April. You know, their diligent work behind the scenes helped me look good, which is really hard to do, especially you guys at Synovus know that, yeah. I could not have made it through the year without them. I couldn't have made it through the year without our board and their support, and I thank you for getting me to the finish line. And oh, how great it is to be at the finish line. But for a moment, let's take a look back at some of the highlights of this past year.
The driving force that keeps our chamber moving forward each and every day is our commitment to taking care of business. This is exemplified in our mission, which is to be a catalyst for business growth, convener of leaders and influencers who make things happen, the connector of people and resources, and champion for a stronger community. Your Robbins Regional Chamber is strong. Our membership includes over 800 local businesses and organizations representing more than 30,000 employees right here in Middle Georgia. And companies are joining and renewing with confidence because they see that our work on their behalf is essential to the long-term vitality of our entire region. Every community needs a catalyst. Leaders who rally people to support each other and make the world a better place. At the end of the day, we're all capable of coming together and being part of something big, something important, something meaningful. Here at the Robbins Regional Chamber, we are proud to play a role that sparks significant and substantial changes and inspires possibility in our community. As a Chamber of Commerce, a primary focus of ours is to be a convener of leaders and influencers who make things happen, promoting positive outcomes for our local businesses. Ways in which this happen are advocacy representation with elected officials, policymakers, and business leaders on local, regional, state, and federal levels. Influence over issues that directly impact your business, and collaboration of business and community leaders to identify and solve challenges. Without question, the most visible role of the Chamber is that of connector of people and resources. This is seen in the day-to-day activity of our office, staff, and volunteers, as well as highlighted on our social platforms, Robbins To Go, Robbins Works, and Boss, where we inform locals about our businesses who call the Robbins region home and the amazing products and services they can get right here in our community, address workforce challenges for employers and job seekers alike, and provide a safe online community where members can share their successes and struggles together. And finally, your Robbins Regional Chamber is a champion for a stronger community by inspiring smart planning decisions for long-term community sustainability, identifying strategic partnerships for the benefits of business retention and growth, workforce development, charitable giving, and leadership development, promoting business support and a vibrant community through proactive telling of our community's story and positive messaging, and engaging intentionally in efforts to promote an inclusive community reputation. Because of your commitment to our chamber and our community, we are able to be part of your story, to tell your story, and to make a story like yours possible for generations to come.
Pretty good year, pretty good year. Now, one of the great privileges I have as outgoing chair is to present the Chamber Champion Award. This prestigious honor, if I do say so myself, is not decided upon lightly. The A.C. Dick Walden Chamber Champion is given in memory of Dick Walden, who served as president and CEO for 16 years with the Chamber. So the person I've chosen epitomizes what it means to be a supporter of the Chamber. They're always ready and willing to assist. They fill in wherever there's a hole, and they don't seek any recognition for doing so. This person was instrumental in our first two very successful SOAR campaigns, both in sales and engagement, and he's been a friend of this organization and our entire community for a very long time. I couldn't be prouder to give the Chamber Champ Award to my good friend, Bruce Hullick. Crying aloud. Very well deserved. I'd like to end my time on these reflections with a quote that's near and dear to my heart from the great judge Verda Colvin. She said, "If serving is beneath you, then leadership is beyond you." Yeah. Thank you for letting me both serve and lead you this year? April. Well, I thought I was about to leave, but she won't let me. Okay, fine. All right, I'll go into the next part. We're going to go into the Leadership Robins piece. And, since the 1980s, Leadership Robins region has educated and equipped hundreds of Middle Georgia residents with information about the social, economic, and political dynamics of our community. They go through a 10-month-long class, and they're asked to get out of their comfort zones, to take the blinders off, and to participate and see their community and themselves in a different light. Class members gain a greater insight into the inner workings of our community through an immersive, strength-based leadership experience. At this point, I'd like to call up the provost of Middle Georgia State University, Dr. David Jinks, longtime supporter of our leadership program and this year's sponsor of our graduation, and he will issue a challenge for this year's graduates. Dr. David Jinks, please.
Nah. Hey, Jude. Oh, I'm not supposed to read that, am I? Good morning, everybody. I was brought here to do a challenge to a leadership class, and there are so many options when you're doing something for a commencement. We do 10 of them per year at a minimum, and we always have advice from speakers, so I've heard 1,000 different things. My time here is brief today, so I will pass along one bit of wisdom. You have probably garnered 200-300 pieces of advice from your leadership class throughout the course of the 10 months you spent going over this. And within it, you probably have pages and pages of notes. And it's always difficult to find something within those. What are you gonna take from it? What are you gonna do next? How are you gonna progress beyond this? Because leadership, like everything else, is lifelong. And it's lifelong learning, which we promote, obviously, at Middle Georgia State University, but it's also something that you clearly see in this room. When we choose to lead, we choose to learn, because it never stops. One of the things that I will pass forward and say as something that you can take in a charge moving forward, from your leadership class, pay it forward. One of the most important things we can do is take those little pieces of advice. None of us got here on our own. None of us just woke up one day and was like, oh, I'm going to lead academic affairs at a university. That didn't happen. It all relies on other folks who took the time, who took the concern in our lives to actually bring us forward and build leaders. The success, your success, the success of your business depends on the success of your team and building leaders for the future. One of the things that you can do within that is take the time to invest in the individual in front of you in the moment. Carl Rogers referred to it as unconditional positive regard. It's setting down the phone, it's taking the time, it's listening to the person in front of you and offering one of those pieces of advice, something from the notes that you took, to that individual that will help them move forward and maybe be in the next class of Robins Leads. Good luck, and thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you, Dr. Jinks. The Leadership Robins program challenges each participant not only to be an effective and influential leader with their own organization, but to lead within their community and their business. And their involvement is critical. During their final session, we asked each class member to write a word that summed up their experience in the program. Those are reflected in their theme photos that you'll see as I call each graduate to come forward, receive their plaque, and show their successful completion of this great program. Y'all ready? All right. Emma Bennett Williams, Esquire, Fort Valley State University. Brittany Brown, 44th and Madison. Somebody has a cheerleading squad here. Darius Carswell, first choice primary. Angela Clayton, Cadence Bank. Dave Coley, Robbins Air Force Base. Sandy Couillard, Houston County Schools. Dwayne Cuffey, Goodwill of Middle Georgia. Tyler Garrison, Terracon. Just like to say that, Terracon, okay. Yvette Holly, Synovus Bank. Madison Holiday, Robbins Air Force Base. Misty Holtz, Robbins Air Force Base. Rondarian Lunsford, Georgia Department of Public Health. Hillary Matthews, Briggers Wealth Management. Jeremy Nelms, Flint Energies. I got your name right. Will Newton, City of Warner Robins Economic Development. Stephanie Ortiz, Colony Bank. Rachel Preston, Rigby's Entertainment Complex. Or Gracie. Andrew Robinson, Model Apps. Brian Sevo, Cox Communications. Valerie Thomas, Newton Development. Charlie Waters Jr., Total Computer Solutions. And Antoine Wilcher, Robbins Air Force Base. Congratulations to all of our leadership class of 22 for this achievement and whatever is next on your leadership journey. Let's give them another round of applause. Speaking of leadership, our partnership with Robbins Air Force Base is vital to providing strategic leaders in our community. Would you please join me in welcoming Colonel Sergio Rios for greetings from Robbins and to help introduce his honorary commander and our presenting sponsor. Colonel Rios.
Look, I'm just going to let you all know that the stock is about to drop, right? Expectations just lowered a little bit here. Thank you all for having me here. I'm going to go off script a little bit. I had a couple of remarks here, but I just want to I want to ask you to take a moment to look amongst each other in this room. Right? Look to your left, look to your right, look behind you. Right? Because since I got here this morning, since going to Eggs and Issues and the different events across the entire community, what I see is a community that just amazes me. 22 years I've been in the Air Force, and I've never been part of a community that's so well connected, that's so invested in the success of Middle Georgia. right, that is so proud to be Middle Georgia. I'll tell you this much, never been to Middle Georgia before. So coming from the Pentagon, I was thinking, okay, great, let's bring it. Let's go to Georgia. And I'll tell you this much, I'll never go back to the Pentagon again. You know, there's traffic up there, folks. So when you complain about traffic, I'm not listening, right? That's traffic over there. But no, just thank you. Thank you for all the partnership, the support you give the base. The support you give each other is tremendous. And let me just go off script again. I don't even know why I have a script. You know, my wife got here, and she grew up in Iowa in the Midwest. And she got here, and on the first week that she got here, somebody stopped her at Walmart and asked her if they could help her. And she called me and said, hey, somebody at Walmart stopped me if they could help me. And I said, wow, well, it's their job, babe. That's what they're supposed to do. She goes, no, she didn't work there. Just some lady that wanted to help me because I couldn't find what I was looking for. That, in 5.5 months that we've been here, is every day here in Middle Georgia. So I always like to start off with that. I always like to give that example because that's what Middle Georgia is all about. So now I'm going to go on script. So Team Robbins is honored to be part of this Regional Chamber annual meeting and holiday event. Truly holiday event. I was taking video over here going, kids, you're not going to believe this. Look at the band. This is awesome. This chamber serves as a vital role in promoting business interest and members throughout advocacy, building partnerships, and education. All in all, you have the pulse of the community. Middle Georgia is our home, and community integration is a priority, ensuring Team Robbins and community members are committed to each other's success. Today, Robbins Air Force Base is home to almost 24,000 military, civilian, and contract employees, airmen, working together to support our missions. The 78th Air Base Wing, the Warner Robins Air Logistics Complex, Air Force Reserve Command, the JSTARS mission made up of Guard and Reserve from the 116th and the 461st Wings, and more than 50 mission partners call Robbins Air Force Base home. In fact, Robbins Air Force Base contributed over $5 billion to the Georgia economy in 2021. Our economic impact includes payroll for workforce, direct and indirect expenditures, and contracts awarded to Georgia firms, and many of those businesses and small businesses located here in Houston County. In addition, we continue to partner with local schools and universities to create opportunities for the workforce of tomorrow. The mission of Robbins continues to involve ensuring modernization and relevance. Team Robbins members are on the forefront of innovation, exploring new ways to complete our mission with the use of software and technology innovation. There's that water tower, right, folks? You saw the picture. Every day in Middle Georgia is Armed Forces Appreciation Day because of people like you. So thank you. We appreciate our community partners, and we look forward to continuing the long-standing Air Force and community partnership. Now, April asked me before this. Where's April? Yeah, she's hiding. She asked me before this, she goes, Colonel Rios, how good is your voice? I said, well, what do you mean? Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. And she goes, you know Bruce Buffer from the UFC? You know, that introduces the UFC? I said, I do. She goes, how good is your Bruce Buffer voice? And I said, well, I don't know, I haven't tried it. She goes, well, I need you to introduce someone, after you. And I said, okay, well, I'll try. So April, this is for you in my best Bruce Buffer voice, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my honorary commander, and according to Santa, 10 years running on the naughty list, Dr. Hodges.
They joke me up. He's my honorary commander. You want to get over?
Oh, no, that's the first thing happened. So it's funny he said that. When I walked in the back door, I was greeted by Santa Claus. The first thing Santa Claus said is, I know your partner is on the naughty list. The first thing, so you have a reputation here, man. We need to work on that. But actually, we are very appreciative to be here today, and we're thankful to the Robbins Chamber for actually allowing us to be a part of this event. You know, this is one of the best things for us every year to be able to sponsor this event, because we know how important it is. You know, we talked about service, and service is one of the most important things. And it's funny when I looked at the video and I see the scissors and they're cutting the ribbon, it just kind of warms my heart, because someone has reached their dreams. You know, you dream of opening a business, you dream of having this business or whatever it is, whether it's a beautician or whether it's a doctor's office. But once you have that, it's like you've arrived. And the chamber is a part of that. You know, and us giving back and being sponsors actually make us feel, well, we think we're a part of it. So we want to be a part of that. What you think?
I think you're right. I've given you, so that's the look, right? I'm giving you the look because, you know, we've been fortunate enough now to travel across the country and do stuff. And when we go to Los Angeles and I say something, people go, because I don't think they understand quite what I'm saying. But the beautiful thing is, seriously though, looking around the room and seeing so many friends, and, you know, this is very, very important to us. And I think April kind of was aghast. I think I texted you yesterday and told you, or the day before. So today we're on the Rachel Ray Show. And we pre-taped it.
Yeah. Thank you.
But,
Yes.
but Rachel wanted us to be there in person. But I said, hey, these people more important. And you are.
Right.
So we went up New York, pre-recorded, because this day was important. We'd rather be with you guys than anybody else in the world. So thank y'all for having us.
And it's always good to be somewhere that you all understand what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we go everywhere and they're like, you know, I really like your show, but I don't know what you're saying
Closed
sometimes.
caption.
Yeah.
You're like-
So turn the closed caption on. But yeah. But again, we're very appreciative to be here today, and you know, thank you all for having us, and we'll be back hopefully next year. All right. Thanks. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Now I'm on. There we go. That's a good sound. So, Docs, we're going to have y'all take pics with our rock stars, and I would like to call forward at this time Amanda Feebig with AF Realty to come and present our Rock Star Awards. Rock stars, when we call your name, you're going to come up here and then go over to the photo area to get your official photos made. So, Docs, if y'all can head to the photo area, and then Amanda is going to be our Vanna White and handle that. So, our Rock Star Award is something that our entire community has really embraced and gotten behind over the last several years. Is we've evolved the Edward J. Baer Employee of the Year Award into something impactful and meaningful to recognize those frontline workers in customer service in your business, in your business, in your business, who each and every day are representing your business, they're representing our community, they're getting to know their customers, their clients, and they're becoming friends and family. Each year, we strive to recognize excellence that contributes to our organization and the development of the community we serve. And the Robbins Regional Rockstar Award recognizes employees for their outstanding contribution to their employers during the past year or more, as well as their love of the Robbins region. We have 13 amazing rock stars we're going to introduce to you today, but over the next couple of months, we're going to do video spotlights on each of those that we're going to share through all of our social platforms so you can get to know the men and women who are making a difference, making an impact each and every day in your businesses and in our community, and this is our opportunity to show our gratitude. So let's meet this year's rock stars, and y'all gotta wake up. I need like the liveliness like the band for this and all of the rest of our awards. So rock stars, come forward as we call your name. Let's do this. All right, Victoria Salter, Apex. Megan Burns, Between Friends Coffee. Aaron Cowles, First Response Services. Krista Phelps, Graphic Guys of Georgia. Jackie Neal, Houston Healthcare. Gloria Thaxton, Kroger, Russell Parkway. Jasmine Crockett, Medicine Stop Pharmacy. Heather Manning, Mini Dixie Donuts. April Williams, My Grandma's Empanadas. Stan Gann, National Bank Products. From Nothing Bundt Cakes, Malia Tuck. Blake Higgs with Rigby's Entertainment Complex. And lucky number 13, Roy Fountain from 13 WMAZ. Congratulations to all of our rock stars. We are excited to continue to celebrate you. Make sure that you guys nominate each and every year. It is so inspiring to hear their stories and the difference that they make in their organizations. And we would love to be part of telling that story to our community and beyond. We'll now move into our individual service awards, and I'm very excited about both of our recipients of this year's awards. At this time, I would like to call forward Jack Nash, Chairman of the Board for Synovus Bank, to present our Outstanding Citizen Award.
Thank y'all for allowing me to come and do this. This is a great honor. On behalf of Synovus Bank, to have one of our employees to receive this. And let me just give you a list of some of the accomplishments that this individual has accomplished over the years. And I'm sure you'll probably recognize maybe who it is by what I'm fixing to tell you. But she is a part of the Middle Georgia Alliance to End Regional Trafficking here in Houston County. She's also a board member of Out of Darkness, Middle Georgia, International Justice Mission leader. She's part of the U.S. Attorney Office Task Force, the Macon Circuit. She is a house captain for the House of Heroes for Middle Georgia. She coordinates blood drives for our bank each year. She's the chairperson for our Here Matters that participates in all of our corporate outreach initiatives. She is also participates in our United Way campaign fundraisers, and she oversees our bank participation in selling the auto raffle tickets, and she volunteers to work the telethon. And if you can ask any of our directors, you don't have a choice if you're going to buy tickets. It's just how many you're going to buy when she sells tickets. She also teaches finance to the homeless women at the Grace Village, at the homeless shelter in Perry. And for more than 2 decades now, she has mentored students, groups. She is locally involved and trying to educate and to let our people know about human trafficking and child sex trafficking here in the United States and Georgia, and yes, even here in Houston County. A lot of times we kind of live in a bubble and we feel like maybe that's only a problem just in our major cities. But sadly to say, it's even here in our county. And I'm so thankful for someone who is like this lady who volunteers her time. I teach Sunday school, and I reading in the Bible the other day and talking about the Good Samaritan. And I I think about this lady when I read the parable of the Good Samaritan, how two religious leaders walked by and went on the other side and didn't help the person that was in need. But the Good Samaritan came by, and not only did he look at the person, but he bandaged him up, put him on his own donkey, took him to the inn, paid the innkeeper to keep him, and said, and I'll return and I'll pay you whatever else it takes to have him rehabilitated back to health. This is what this lady does. This is what she does when she goes out and is called in 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning by our a lot of times the FBI, the regional task force people, and says, we need you to come and take this victim to a safe house, a safe place. She gets up in the middle of the night, goes, rescues this person that's in trafficking, takes them to a safe house, a lot of times in the Atlanta area to get them out of the middle Georgia area. She does it on her own time, does it with her own vehicle, not being recognized. Why does she do all this? Because she's a Good Samaritan. She is a wonderful lady. She is a lady of faith, a great Christian lady. And I'm so thankful that we have people like her in our community. I'm convicted a lot of times when I read the story of the Good Samaritan and think about people like her. Boy, we need more people like her, do we not? We need more Good Samaritans in our community. We need more people who will volunteer and do this. And not only does she do that, but she's actually started something recently that Darren Burnett, our Synovus Division executive, has started a foundation called Rocking Out Alzheimer's Disease. And recently she has supported caregivers. She has distributed over 50 playbooks which outline how individuals can help and manage day-to-day with family members who are suffering with Alzheimer's disease. Everything she does out of a heart of love and compassion for other individuals, never really wanting recognition of herself. But just like the Good Samaritan, I'd like to recognize our own Christine Watson for the Robbins Regional Chamber Outstanding Citizen. She is an outstanding citizen, and she is a Good Samaritan, and it's my honor and pleasure to present her to you this morning.
Christine, thank you so much for your example and your leadership. Hearing your story is truly inspiring. Our next award is the Cheryl Stafford Government Award. This was established in memory of the former House and County Commission Chairman and former Mayor of the City of Centerville, Mr. Cheryl Stafford. Historically, it has been presented to the community's most outstanding elected or appointed employee of a governmental agency. The award recognizes exceptional service in the performance of duty. Intended for individual recognition, the previous recipients of this award include some of the most notable names in Houston County history, and this year's recipient is worthy to be included in their company. Unfortunately, this year's recipient is unable to be with us today because he's still on duty in his current role for a few more weeks and is attending a conference with the rest of our Board of Education and Executive Cabinet. But we didn't want to miss this opportunity to recognize him and honor him today. So at this time, I would like to ask our 2014-2015 Board Chair, Sonia Jenkins, to come forward to both accept this award on behalf of our recipient and to share a little about this deserving man, her father, Mr. Fred Wilson.
So I held it together until she said his name, you know. It's one thing to accept an award on behalf of someone that you love, but when it's your daddy, it hits a little different. So, Chairman Stallnick, if you're still here, I've also been the recipient of some April Bragg text messages day and night, you know, and she's got some on her that say rut-row, because you never know what she's gonna have you do, but I would not, you know, have it any other way than to honor my father. As the board chair in 2014, 2015, we understand the importance of a good school system for the Robbins region. When companies look to set up shop, set up a storefront in different areas, they've got the back office, the front office, the sales floor, and all of the quadrants in between. And one of the things they look for, because they're bringing their families with them as well, is a good school system. I'm a product of the Houston County school system. I've had 3 children to matriculate through the Houston County school system, and by far, we are amongst the best of the best. And it has been my honor and privilege and joy to watch my father, Fred Wilson, to be a part of that excessive, amazing, exceptional growth for our county school system. Watching him serve and give has, again, been an honor, but also being in the public eye means some scrutiny and maybe a few darts, you know, but why not? Because people are passionate about their most precious commodity, their children. I thank April Bragg and the board and all of those who nominated my father and thought it not robbery to award him this Cheryl Stafford Good Government Award. I've been a part of the chamber for many years, and the names and the recognition, I think she said some of most notable Houston County residents have been in that number, and my dad would be absolutely honored and humbled to be now included in that number. So I'd be remiss if I didn't give you guys a good Fred Wilson double fist bump, so thank you again for this honor on behalf of my dad.
All right. Now we will continue with our awards. We're going to start with the Pinnacle Award. And the Pinnacle Awards were established to recognize achievement and business success in our community. While our recipients demonstrated the criteria set out for the esteemed recognition, nominees were evaluated in the following areas: staying power, commitment to local economy, sustainability, business integrity, adaptation, response to challenges, community contribution, and leadership. Cox Business has been a longtime supporter of the Pinnacle Award, so please turn your attentions to the following video as I invite Karen Fry for Cox Communications Middle Georgia Market Vice President to the stage to assist with the presentations.
Hi there, I'm Karen Fry, Market Vice President for Cox Communications. I joined the Cox family back in 1999, and now after working in Atlanta for the past few years, I'm excited to join yours. Cox is well known for its support of local charities and organizations and for strengthening connections in our communities. Having great partners like the Robbins Regional Chamber of Commerce helps bring our work and our shared purpose full circle. So thank you for the tremendous work you do to drive the economic vitality of our region.
Thank you. Thank you, Cox, for your support. So we have 2 very special awards that we only give from time to time when we see outstanding leadership in our community and we want to recognize it. And so that's our Robbins Leads Award and our Community Impact Award. So let me take you through those. Robbins Leads is our first award. So picture this: step into Orleans on Carroll Street in the heart of downtown Perry, and you'll find yourself immersed in a beautifully designed space where the spirit and flavors inspired by the Crescent City come to life. To achieve their first independent restaurant concept created together, Wimple and George renovated this 2-story building on Carroll Street that formerly was home to a restaurant on the first floor and medical offices on the second floor. Wimple is the CEO and George is the Chief Operating Officer of Orleans on Carroll Street. The men became friends when working at Wendy's in the early 80s. Where's the beef? Oh, you got that? Okay, all right. Thought I'd try it. Wimple went on to make a successful career owning and operating quick service restaurants while George made his mark in casual fine dining. The building, you may remember as Rusty's, underwent a complete transformation. The space is capable of seating 150 people inside with several separate dining areas, including a private dining area called the Voodoo Room, or join your friends at the Crescent City Bar and Grill. The event space includes a bar, lounge area, and space to add tables for dining if desired. A second floor balcony accessible from the event space overlooks Carroll Street and the lawn of the former Houston County Courthouse, where downtown events are often staged. Thank you for honoring the past through your revitalization efforts and blazing a path into the future with this new place to gather for many years to come. Our Robbins Leeds Award goes to Orleans on Carroll Street. Oh, that's okay. And I'll be by to get my coupon later. All right, congratulations again. Now for our Community Impact Award, the Butcher Shop. The Butcher Shop has become a mainstay in our community, and not just for serving the best meat, catering, and now you know your breakfast that you ate this morning, right? Anywhere, they use their hands to serve our community, no matter what. At least one Friday a month, except during the month of December, you can find their kitchen full of our community's finest public servants getting a well-deserved free lunch served with love. They support our area schools through monetary and food donations and are genuinely some of the most solid people you'll ever find. This is what community looks like. They make an impact each and every day. This is the Butcher Shop. Congratulations to both Amy and David Dean and their fine staff. Congratulations again. Now for our Rising Star Emerging Businesses. The Rising Star Emerging Business Award was created in 2016 as a way to recognize the outstanding achievement of young emerging businesses in our chamber membership. Glow Facial Bar opened in June 2020. It is a new twist to your traditional facial experience. Y'all follow me on this. This is new to me, okay? It is an open concept experience that allows clients to receive their skincare needs in an open space by licensed cosmetologists, estheticians, and lash technicians. Russ, you okay? All right. It creates an accessible environment for those with busy schedules or last-minute planners by integrating services like facials, peels, waxings, brow tinting, and lash extensions into any schedule. That sounds painful. So I don't know. Well, receive the me time you deserve and let your inner glow. Their technicians and staff make you feel right at home, and we expect to see a continued glowing future for this emerging business, Glow Facial Bar. Now, they couldn't be here today because for some reason they just had newborn triplets and like they can't schedule to come to an early morning meeting. I don't know. Yeah. So we'll still support them though. All right. All right. Our next Rising Star Emerging Business, 44th and Madison. 44th and Madison took an existing space that was just an empty strip mall and completely revitalized it into a space for people to come together in the heart of our great community. The 44th and Madison venue accommodates any event you can imagine, be it a celebration, a conference, or anything in between. Step into the beautiful space and be transported to the experience you seek. With over 8,000 square feet of newly designed event space to rent, no vision is too small to bring to life. Whether you're planning for a big wedding, hosting an intimate but glamorous dinner party for your sister's birthday, or booking your next corporate meeting, their dream team can make it happen for you. Not only do they have an event space, they also provide community outreach through community events that bring us together, from concerts to dance classes and pop-up community shopping experiences. They are giving back and bringing value to our community. 44th and Madison. Let's give them one more round of applause. Now let's talk about our Small Business of the Year. The Charles K. and Barbara Shaheen Small Business of the Year Award is presented to a business with 40 or fewer employees who is a member in good standing with the chamber, demonstrates growth in sales, product lines, or staff, has innovative initiatives, is considered successful by their peers, shows evidence of outstanding community service contribution or involvement, and is a privately owned for-profit entity. This year's Small Business Award winner has been a mainstay in our community since their founding in 1969, but you may have never heard of them. Founded in 1969 as the City of Warner Robins Employee Credit Union, growth included municipalities from the Middle Georgia area, so the name was changed to the Combined Employees Credit Union in 1972. And just earlier this year, they opened up membership to serve all of Houston County's members. With just 9 employees and an expanded mission, they offer affordable financial services to the communities they serve with service, integrity, positivity, ownership, and teamwork. Combined Employees Credit Union received the 2022 Georgia Credit Union of the Year Award for credit unions under $100 million in assets. CECU looks forward to the opportunities to serve the citizens who live and work in Houston County with affordable financial services. Your Small Business of the Year, Combined Employees Credit Union. Good thing you're not excited. Another round of applause, please. And now for our Business of the Year. Props, steak and seafood. The idea of Props started long before the restaurant actually opened. Over the course of many years, Mike would randomly say, "I want to open a restaurant." And Kathy would say, "Okay." It was never more than a short conversation. Kathy would simply respond until one day it went from talking to action. For about 3 years, they started scouting out locations, which included teasing the owners of Benson's Steak and Sushi about buying their building, which wasn't for sale, by the way. After a couple of months of going back and forth, Mike said he wanted to see Benson one more time to see if they would consider selling. Kathy waited in the truck because she said it was futile. She would never do that, obviously. Yeah. Benson had never indicated that he was willing to sell the building, but this time it was different. Benson wanted to sell, the persistence had paid off, and Props was created. But they would need a general manager and an executive chef, and Mike and Kathy knew Chef Corey Mack. They offered him the job, he agreed, and he came on board as executive chef and general manager. It was, for them, the best day ever. On October 1st, 2018, Props Steak and Seafood would open their doors to the public. This was a brand new, original concept. Chef was there to carry the line, but Riley Harris was also there. She had worked at Benson's for years and made the transition when it became Props. She led the charge after opening with fixing POS issues, visiting guest tables, training the servers, bartenders, and picking up all the broken pieces. Now, fast forward 4 years later. Houston County has provided amazing support for Props. That's their words. But they've also provided value to Houston County. Props believes in the community, giving to the community a first-class experience while also giving its staff members a first-class place to go to work. Props looks forward to being relevant in the community for many years to come because she now has her roots in Houston County. She continues to grow, and her roots continue to spread deeper and further. People come and go for whatever reason and whatever season, but Props plans to remain steadfast and strong in Houston County. Your business of the year, Props Steak and Seafood.
Congratulations to the entire team on this achievement. We're excited for you guys. So the Industry of the Year Award recognizes a member industry or manufacturing business that exhibits excellence in leadership, performance, profitability, and workforce relations. This year's award recipient took their plant from worst to first in their division in profitability in the past 18 months. The local leadership wasn't chicken when it came to executing the means necessary for performance excellence. The Perdue Farms Perry Cook plant had better than industry safety metrics with a TCIR rating below 1 total case incident rate. The plant continues to provide work opportunities by creating an additional 37 jobs over the past year. Product quality is a strength for the brand as a whole, and this location has reduced consumer complaints by 32% in the past year. The plant also continues to be a leader in environmental compliance with 0 NOVs and a focus on sustainability with an 11% reduction of gas, water, electric per pound produced. Finally, the Cook plant has improved profitability by 23% in the last year, enabling the organization to invest in its people by increasing wages by 19% in the last 2 years and making significant capital investments starting in November. The growth and improvement of Perry Cook plant have enabled the entire premium prepared foods division to shift from a turnaround to a growth status assigned by the company's board of directors. Perry Cook is now the largest and most profitable plant in the division, and they are located, invested, and involved right here in Houston County. It is my privilege to present the 2022 Robbins Regional Chamber Industry of the Year Award to Perdue Farms Perry Cook plant.
All right. Great job. Now, as we embark on 2023, and you can't imagine who's more proud of that happening but me. Let me take a moment to recognize our outgoing board members who have graciously served on our board. Tanya McClure, Central Georgia Technical Foundation, if you'll stand, if you're here. Is she here? Or come forward. Yeah. Is Tanya here? Yeah, okay, there we go. Come on forward. We're going to take a picture. and Billy Milby, Visiting Angels of Middle Georgia. Billy here? All right. Here's Billy. Y'all indulge me in taking one last photo to embarrass them, please. Great job. Thank you. Put that in a prominent place. All right. Now, to the moment that we've all been waiting for. Okay, sorry. All right. I'd like to call up your 2023 chairperson for the Robbins Regional Chamber from Paris Construction Group, Sarah Murph. Well, before you do that, let me just help you out here. This is a little something that I use. I usually use this on Jack Lester just to hit him upside the head, but his head is, well, we'll talk about that later. But I would like to give you this for your year. There you go.
Congratulations. This could be dangerous. In return, David, we have a special plaque for you. You can hold on to this. I think you might can pull that off.
Oh, I can still use Jack?
Yeah,
Okay.
you still have that tool.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm out.
Hey, can we all give him a big round of applause? What a great host. This has been an amazing morning, and I want to thank David for his mentorship and preparing me for this role, but also just in leading us this morning. What a wonderful time this has been. And also, can we give April and Orly another round of applause? And I want to thank the 2022 board and you all for supporting the chamber in this event. Now I'd like to introduce to you our 2023 Executive Committee. I'll be joined by Michael Collins with Total Computer Solutions as chair-elect. David Danzy will, of course, serve as our past chair, so I get to keep him a little bit longer. Jacob Gore of Alpha Insurance will serve as our treasurer, and Jack Lester with Truist will serve as our governmental affairs, soon-to-be public policy counsel. And April will naturally continue in her role of keeping us all in line. Additionally, I'd like to introduce to you our 2023 board. These board members will continue their service. Ronnie Babbitt of West Plumbing, Billy Griggers Wealth Management, Anthony Hayes, Robbins Financial Credit Union, Sheldon Hudlin, First Class Cleaning Service, Melissa Fagan, Houston Healthcare, Tommy Pruitt, Terma, and Matt Walls of Southside Baptist Church. Our new board members, let's give them a round of applause. And new for 2023, we are excited to have added Cheryl Carty, Middle Georgia State University, Karen Fry, Cox Communications, Colonel Don Lane of Georgia Vector Center, Jeremy Nelms, Flint Energies, Dara Patel, Medicine Stop Pharmacy, and Gracie Preston Rigby, Rigby's Entertainment Complex, and Dr. Richard Rogers, Houston County School District. So to spotlight our 2023 priorities, I just want to start off by saying that I am so excited about the opportunity to lead this dynamic organization at this particular point in time. I first got involved with the chamber through the Leadership Robbins Region program in 2011, and then I joined the chamber board in 2013. I was part of the selection committee that hired April in 2014 and was in succession to chair in 2020. So I guess I dodged a bullet there. Thank you, Jay Flesher. At that time, Parish's growth in Alpharetta took me away from the area for a couple of years, and I came back to a chamber that's been bigger, bolder, stronger, and more impactful than I've ever seen it. Your chamber will continue to be all that you've come to know, appreciate, and expect as a connector of people and resources and convener of leaders and influencers. You can rest assured that the programming and platforms you've come to love, like today, are going to remain a top priority. As always, we are committed to focus on issues relevant and important to business and to always be proactive and pro-business. Just a few weeks ago, we brought in a guest presenter from the Georgia Public Policy Foundation to speak at Eggs and Issues on the housing crisis. We received such tremendous feedback from that event. At our board retreat last month, we modified our mission to include connector of people and resources. We plan to provide even more opportunities for you to engage, learn from, and connect with state-level leaders on issues impacting our community. You can be confident that your chamber will continue to leverage our partnerships with extensive resources and subject matter experts to keep you engaged and informed. In addition, we also rolled out a plan for our new and improved Public Policy Council to make it more essential than ever. This influential council will be comprised of a diverse group of leaders representing various industry sectors in our community to work with policymakers at the local, state, and federal level, review policy, monitor legislation, and make recommendations. Additionally, and equally as important, is our role to relay that information back to you and to get your feedback for data-driven decision-making. I hope you leave today more connected, inspired, and proud of this incredible community that you're a part of, both as members of the Chamber and as the men and women driving business in this great place we get to call home. I want to encourage you to lean on us when you need us. This Chamber is only as strong as our members, and our role, as you heard in the video, is to take care of business. We're always just a phone call, email, or even a Facebook message away. Now I'll call April back up to the stage to close us out.
Thank you, Sarah, and I'm looking at the clock, y'all. It is 9:46, so we are getting you guys out of here before 10 o'clock, but I just want to thank you all again for being part of this. I want to thank our amazing sponsors for believing in this vision, not just for this event, but for the critical mission work that the Chamber gets to do each and every day on your behalf. As Sarah mentioned, we are just a call, Facebook message, or email away, and we truly mean that. We want to be the one that you call when you've got an issue. We want to be the one there helping you celebrate and everything in between. As we continue to connect, there are photo booths, as you will see at either end. Santa Claus has stuck around and is going to be stationed over here. Our critter fixers might make an appearance over here if you want to take photos with them. Please take a moment. You got 15 minutes that I told you we weren't going to end until 10, so you got 15 bonus minutes. Connect, take pictures. If you post online, use hashtag Rockin' Robins for our rock and roll theme, so we can see all of the great experiences that you have and kind of live vicariously through you. And then those name tags that have your table number on the back, we're going to ask you to turn those in at the gingerbread station on your way out in exchange for a parting gift, which will also be useful for you in your daily life, but also help represent the great community we all love and know. And inside it, last thing I got to tell you is there is already a save the date card for all of our big events in 2023. Including our Eggs and Issues series, State of the Base, the Chamber Golf Classic, and then, of course, our annual meeting. So mark your calendar for this and plan to bring a friend. Yes, there is room for about another 100 people in here. December 7th, we will see you all back here. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody is excited about 2023 as I am. We out.